Good evening, everybody. Back with another video. Just taking a walk downtown. Well, it's that time of the year again. Holidays is coming up, and you're a single guy, 34 years old, and you're still searching. You still searching, bro. I'm tired of entering the holidays every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every New Year's Day, when in the Eve, well, New Year's Eve and then day, and you ain't got nobody. I'm tired of it.
Let's stop this right here for a second. Because he said he's tired of it, right? And you're not tired of it. You're not tired enough. You're not tired enough to start actually improving certain things that would probably get you the result. Because I'm gonna just tell it to you straight because it sounds like you want the outcome. And the first thing that we can start is cutting your hair. Cut your hair, get a professional done haircut, get your beard groomed, and we start there. But if you're not doing these things and you just want somebody to just because you just want somebody. It sounds like you just want somebody to just love him for who he is, and let it be just pure like that. And that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I don't think he's that way either. None of us are. There are certain conditions, especially off of a first impression, that's going to make us actually interested in somebody. And you have to at least present yourself in a manner that is going to attract, because there's a lot of variables into this thing. What you want, she got to also want you. Listen, nobody is everybody's type. So you might see exactly what you want, but you might not be their type. So there's a certain degree of stars having to align. And I would just say ultimately you want to make yourself as universally attractive as possible. And that way, then you can start to lean on some of the intangibles in which to try to connect with somebody. Right? Then we can maybe if somebody's attraction level to you is a 5, then some of your intangibles could then redeem that and then add a different degree of attraction to yourself. But, let's get back to it.
I don't need people's advice. Tell me, oh, somebody's gonna come. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. Well, I've been hearing that crap since 2015. Same crap. Well, I was 10 years ago. We were 2020. Yeah, 2015. I was 24. I've been hearing that same crap for 10 years. Same crap. Where is she? You got all these beautiful women out here, and you telling me I'm not good enough? Why? What? Why?
You gotta work on yourself. You have to work on yourself. We already addressed just the grooming, right? Oh shit. Yeah, we already addressed the grooming. But then we can also so you gotta work on yourself, ultimately. Let's start there. You gotta work on yourself. You have to work on your communication. You need to work on your attitude because you're a little bit negative. You glass half full, half empty type guy. So you need a little bit more optimism because that's magnetic. But then you also need to work, and if we address the elephant in the room, no pun intended, you need to lose a little bit of weight probably. You need to lose some weight, and that'll make you feel good. That'll probably help your energy levels, and it'll definitely help with the ladies. But it's going to be a lot of things at once. It's a lot of things that you have to do in conjunction with themselves in order to make a big impact. And that's what really has to happen. So I say this to say it's going to be some work on your part. And it's really just going to come down to if you're willing to do that. And if you are willing to do that, then I'm sure there will be somebody out there that's interested. Because it looks like you just want somebody. You're not trying to be the king player from the Himalaya. You just want somebody. And if we start there, then that increases your odds drastically.
I don't drive a Lamborghini. What? I don't have like tattoos. to get that woman's appealing attraction. What? I never been in jail before. Is that the problem? Hi, my name is James. I am 34 years old. I love dogs and cats. I love traveling. I love video games. I love WWE. I love painting. I love taking nature walks on nice days. I love myself. I love. Let's see. I'm a sports guy.
I mean, all that's good, but you got to do what's working. That's ultimately what you got to do. And coming on here complaining is it's not going to help. Maybe there will be somebody in your comments that's also in the same situation. And when I say same situation, I'm really just talking about desperate because you're desperate. And I don't want to pile on, but I would want somebody to tell me that in that way. If I was at this point, I would want somebody to like bluntly give me a swift kick in the A and say, "Hey, you're desperate, bro. What are we going to do about that? You've allowed yourself to spiral into something that is not conducive moving forward, and it's only getting worse year after year. We need to we need to first get on our mission, man. You need to get on your mission. You need to get off the women thing. You need to get on your mission, and you need to get somewhat to a point to where you're not just desperate for it. There's not this air of desperation over women, and in that time that you're doing that, you need to also be making improvements on yourself. You should want to do that. You should want to do that. But we get it. We understand what's happening because I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of guys like this out here. And he said it already. He said the ladies want somebody in prison, somebody with a track record for chaos. And he seems like a good dude. He's he's starting to turn a little bit to the villain, but initially from preconception, he's a good dude. All in all, he wouldn't hurt a fly. But he's not getting the ladies pregnant. Some dude in prison is. So we gotta address that because now we're about to shift gears to the ladies because y'all say there's no good men out here, and this is Exhibit A right here. This is a good dude. Look, what did he say? He just wants to do nice things. He's a sports guy. He's got very clean and you know he's got super chill hobbies. Good dude. But this is your Prince Charming, okay? So I need us to stop saying it because there's a lot of dudes out here like this. So let's stop saying there's no good dudes out here. That's what I was going to say. We're having some fun today. You see, we went a little bit off.
Well, I don't want to. Well, I'm a down to earth guy, family orientated, a little bit action. I love men who's action. You're just boring. Hi, I'm a nice guy. Oh, you're boring, sir. You're boring. Well, that's the problem of entering the holidays every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every New Year's Day, when in the Eve. Well, New Year's Eve and then day, and you ain't got